see. That was a bit loud. Sorry if it was just as loud on your end. There we go. And we're back. Final Fantasy VII. Oh, how I love thee. Welcome everyone. Hope you've had a nice day. I guess I'll start off with doing a little recap like I did last time. What happened last time, if anyone else in here hasn't watched since last time. So last time we left Kalm, the little city of Kalm, and we found out to cross a big area of marshes. We needed a chocobo in order to outrun basically the Midgar Solum, which is a huge worm / snake creature. We managed to catch a chocobo with the help of some tips from a nearby chocobo farm, and we got across the marsh. We passed through a series of mountains, through underground caves, and got around to the other side. There was Fort Condor, which we helped defend against the Shinra troops by buying some soldiers. Unfortunately, the soldiers weren't enough, so we had to personally deal with the last boss ourselves. Then we went on towards Junon Harbor, because we had briefly encountered the Turks, spy / hostage taking undercover organization within Shinra, who had told us that Sephiroth was heading towards Junon. So we went over there, and was basically an old fishing town, which had been completely put in the shadow of a Shinra structure built on top of it. Kind of like Midgar, how the plates are on top of the slums, right? This big place with a huge protruding cannon going out of it. We infiltrated, and we had to find a way to get across the ocean. So we snuck aboard a ship that was supposed to take, or that took Rufus, the new president of Shinra, over to the other continent. While on the ship got attacked by none other than Sephiroth, or at least a clone of Sephiroth, leaving behind some remnants of Genova cells, which spawned a monster that we had to fight. We managed to kill that monster, and we got safely to the harbor on the other continent, in a tropical tropical city called Costa del Sol. We managed to get out of the ship without being apprehended, because we had basically stowed ourselves. We were hiding in the ship, right? We met Hojo on the beach, who had just resigned his job not that long ago, and was apparently taking like a vacation there. And he told us to head west. So we headed towards a place called Corel, a little mining community, mining town that was basically run down to be like a scrap heap at this point, because of some incidents that happened 4 years earlier. We didn't know exactly what happened, but we know that Barret was involved, and Barret was from there. So over this place, there was a huge amusement park called Gold Saucer, and we went there and found out that while we tried to have some fun, we met a new character called Kate Sith, who told us he was a fortune teller. As for how valid that is, I don't know. But he's like an animatronic character. We tried to have some fun until we found out that a lot of people had been killed by gunshots, and we were told that it was done with by a man who had a gun for an arm. So of course we could only think about Barrett. And we got captured by Dio, the magnificent Speedo-wearing owner of the Gold Saucer, and he threw us down into what he regards as his own personal little prison below the Gold Saucer in a desert down there. Down there we found Barrett as well, and found out that his good friend from the past had also gotten a similar injury where he lost his arm basically, and he had also made an operation on it to have a gun on his arm, and that he was the one who had shut the place up at the Gold Saucer. He's the real father of Marlene, and what happened to Corel was that Shinra came in. They used to be a coal town, right? A mining town that worked mostly on coal energy, by burning coal, you know. But Shinra came in and they wanted to build a reactor. Everyone except this man, Barrett's friend. Oh, why can't I remember his name now? If anyone can remind me of that, please do. But he was the only one opposing it. Even Barrett was for Shinra at that point because he thought it would be easier to switch over to Mako energy, right? And as what then happened was that Shinra basically sent in troops and killed off their entire town, while Barrett and his friend was off away from the town. And they tried to kill Barrett and his friend as well, which name escapes me for some reason. And Barrett had to like hold him over a cliff because he fell, and the Shinra troops shot across the cliff and hit both Barrett's arm and his arm, which kind of forced him to let go. So he thought he was dead, but then he found out that dying. That's right, he died. That's right. Thanks for that. So he later found out that another guy also got that operation on his arm. So he kind of figured that must be him because it was on that guy's left arm instead of his right arm. But everything was blamed on Barrett pretty much. The whole thing about the city being burned and everything. Which I still don't exactly understand why they blame everything on him. Like everyone else were also in on letting Shinra come in and build their reactor. It wasn't just him, but he got blamed for some reason, and he got like shunned from his hometown. Basically, I guess they all felt like they needed to blame someone, like they were frustrated. And hi Deside, by the way. So we basically we got there, we got out, we met Dine, and he took his own life unfortunately, but first he gave a pendant to Barrett to give to Marlene, and he had basically gone a little crazy. He wanted to destroy everything, and yeah, he had lost his wife back then. So to get out of the prison we had to become a chocobo jockey, and Cloud of course was forced into being the one to do that. So he went up and basically won a race and was allowed to leave, and because he did so well and took care of Dine, Dio, the owner of the Gold Saucer, presented us with this buggy that we're in right now. This buggy right here. Oh, it breaks down. I that didn't happen last time. But he gave us this buggy, which allowed us to get across some water in the world, like some shallow water, and out of the desert as well. And he basically freed everyone. And then we passed through a little village, which seems very inconspicuous, but it's actually a little community that in which the parents of Zack, an important character you never actually meet in the game, but has a very big role in the whole story in itself, where that his parents live there basically, and we meet him. We meet them there. And now we're here. We cruised on with our little buggy here, and now we're at Cosmo Canyon. That's what's on the left of me there. And by the way, Deesith, I don't know if you can see, you got a little symbol next to your name there. This is supposed to happen. Oh man, a breakdown. Now? So we're supposed to break down here so that we walk in here. Basically, Deesith, I found out that there's this new system on Twitch called the VIP, where you can you only start out with 10 slots of being able to give this status to 10 people. But I kind of just wanted to let you be the first one to get that, because you're always here, man, and you are very nice and you greet people and everything. So I kind of wanted to give that to you. There are other people in here that I feel also could deserve that, but I don't want to just give them out like willy-nilly, and I didn't want to take away from you getting it. So basically what it means is like it has some functions as well, other than just being a pretty little diamond. It's like if I put the chat in slow mode, for example, you wouldn't be affected, stuff like that. I am home. It is I, Nanaki. Hey Nanaki, you're safe. Come on, say hello to Buchenhagen. Buchenhagen. Let's call him Buchenhagen. It kind of sounds German though. Nanaki? Welcome to Cosmo Canyon. Are you familiar with this land? Let's just say no. Let me explain. People from all over the world gather here to seek and study, seek the study of planet life. I'm sorry, it's full now, so I can't let you enter. They helped me when I was on the road. Please let them in. Oh, is that so? You helped our Nanaki? Please come in. See, I called Red 13 Nanaki because I know that's his actual name. So soon we will get a funny little moment where we get told his real name, but he's like, I'm not called Nanaki, I'm called Nanaki, right? So he's gonna say his own name twice. Oh, and you're welcome, Deesith. Very cool, I'm still at work, so I'll be lurking for most of the evening. Well, sure thing, Deesith. No worries, and thanks for the lurk, man. See, this is fun. He's like, who is Nanaki? Because he calls him that, right? But we also called him that, so he shouldn't be confused. Nanaki is Nanaki. That's his name. Yep. Okay, who should we bring? I guess we'll bring Tifa for Deeside. There we go. So this place is very natural. It's very much about studying the planet.
Yay, Nanaki! Nanaki is back. It's all thanks to this flame. This fire is called Cosmo Candle. It has burned for generations. It is a holy flame that protects this canyon. I've heard it only went out once, long ago. The elders said something horrifying occurred, but I really don't know much about it.
Thank you, kid. It's just a bonfire, though. So this is Cosmo Canyon, quite a mysterious place. Have you come to seek the study of planet life? Let's be honest. No. Oh yeah? What? The car broke down? That's why we... Why don't you look around, Cosmo Canyon, while I fix the car? This guy, right? Isn't he nice? He's gonna fix our car. Oh, by the way, I got some. These right here are some Danish dessert, a special, very Christmassy Danish dessert, and I felt like maybe you guys would like to know something about it. They're called æbleskiver in Danish, and let me see if I can show it to you right. Oh, by the way, that's jam and some sugar. But the fun thing about their name is it's probably the most trolling name in the world, because æbleskiver means apple slices, and there's no apple in here at all in these, and as you can see they're pretty round, they're not really slices. So I think the whole apple thing comes from like the very first recipe of them, like way back, had some like apple puree or something in them. But basically they're like puffy dough balls, and then you eat them with some jam, like strawberry jam, and some sugar. Oh. They're very airy inside. They're typically, you can buy them all year round, I think, but they're typically eaten at Christmas time. I know it's not December yet. So this is the 5th Turtle Paradise poster. Our cocktails are good, but our wine is the best. Please stop in the Turtle's Paradise. This place is pretty cool. It's like built into a mountain. Typical, I arrived just in time to see you stuffing your face, which makes me hungry again. Hey Ferrandes, I apologize. I thought you would like some knowledge of Danish cuisine, you know. Welcome. How about our original cocktail, Cosmo Candle? A drink now and then is good for you. It'll relax you a bit, if you know when to stop. Oh, okay, that's all he says. It's going pretty good, friends. I just started the stream, so you haven't missed much. We just arrived at Cosmo Canyon here. But yeah, on a personal level, it's going pretty good. It's been a long day, as usual, but I I guess I relax while I play with you guys anyways, so other than my voice that sometimes gets pretty shocked when I'm done doing all these voices, but I'm relaxing with you guys, so I'm having a good time. What about you? Are you home yet? Is that so? You brought Nanaki back here. Yeah, thanks. That didn't sound super sincere, but okay. I think this is the inn, right? Yeah. Look at this inn, I mean. Oh, there was an elixir there. That was just pure luck that I clicked there. Welcome to Shildra Inn. That's pretty close to Shinra, my man. I'm not a fan. Yeah, not right now. Well then, please come again. Look at this place. You see feathers on the ground. By the way, Red's weapon is like kind of like a feather he has in his fur on the side of his head that he hits people with, like a sharp feather. It's a pretty unique weapon. Think you can walk around here? No. Look at the windmills there, just to the right of my character. Like, the main part of the windmill is 2D animation, and then there's a 3D animation they put on it with the blades of the windmill. You can kind of see how it's distinct, right, from each other, but still a nice way to make some animation in the background, right? Back in the day. Just got home from road. Oh, cool, friends. I hope you can stay around. It's nice having people to talk to, you know. Have you had a nice day? Hello. Looking for anything in particular? Let's see. Ooh. Let's kiss. Let's buy 2 of these. Speaking of Final Fantasy VII, I've been totally out of the news loop the past year. Have there been any updates about the remake yet? Nothing except they have revealed that how the game will be like semi turn-based, like more real time action based. Which I'm not a super big fan of, but they haven't released a lot of like new visuals and stuff like that. I'd recommend following their Twitter, or not their Twitter. There's a guy who makes what's it called? I just think it's called like Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's a guy who's made like a Twitter channel called Final Fantasy Remake Updates or something like that, and he keeps putting things in there whenever he hears something, so that way you can always be like up to date if you want to. Here is where I was. I mean, this is Nanaki. Here is where I was. I mean, this is my hometown. My tribe were protectors of those who appreciate this beautiful canyon and the planet. My brave mother fought and died here, but my cowardly father left her. I am the last of my race. Cowardly father? Yes, my father was a wastrel. And so the mission I inherited from my ancestors is to protect this place. My journey ends here. Hey, Nanaki, you're home. Oh, that was Buckenhagen. What voice should I give him? I know his laugh. I can't wait to do his laugh. It's like, ho, 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 ho. Oh, Nanaki, you're home. Coming, Grandpa. Rest, rest, rest. I wanna rest. Okay, that's that. Okay. Okay, Yuffie. Look at those sick boomerangs, guys. Tiger Lily Arm Shop. Oh, welcome. The people of this canyon hate to compete, so almost everything here are replicas. But that's alright. Some of them you really can use. Okay. Okay, so we have a better sword to begin with. That's pretty good. Oh, we don't have the money. That's not that good. Okay, so we want a new weapon for Red, and we want a new weapon for the pinwheel weapon for Yuffie. At least. Silver armor, that would be nice too. Guess we can sell this if we're not gonna use her. Since we're not gonna use these characters, let's just sell these. We'll be able to buy better things going forward anyways, so that's not worth selling. Seems like we will have to grind a little bit if we want those weapons for the fights that are coming up. Butterfly Edge. The remake of Barret. The Barret in it looks like the Advent Children Barret, basically. But Advent Children is taking place like years after the game ends. So yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll wait to buy the other things. Oh wait, this is where we progress, so let's go in here first. Elder Harko, okay. Where did I put it? I know it's around here. Okay. What are you looking for? Can I help you look? Nothing here, I guess. At least I don't seem to be able to interact with anything. So that's just what she says, I guess. I hope they... the thing is, with the remakes of the music, they can really do great, but they can also change it too much. So I hope that they don't do that. I have nothing against it being like orchestral and stuff. That's cool. Bugenhagen sealed this door shut. How'd he do that? With super glue? Super glue. Well, I kind of wanted to see. Like they at least tried to remake the game model, which means they have to pump him with a few truckloads of steroids. Yeah, that's true. He's a pretty big guy, right? He is a pretty big guy, Barrett. Ooh. Of course, Yuffie is in the shop, right? Oh man, this place looks like a real drag. And the materia sucks too. She's already looked at the materia. That's all she cares about is great materia. Sir, you forgot your change. Hey. Yes, I'm coming. Hey, here's the shop. What's your problem? Oh, is that so? Then let me sleep. Oh, is that so? You're here to shop? Oh, I'm sorry. We hardly ever get any customers. Oh, but I do have confidence in our materia. He says that, but Yuffie said that the materia sucks, right? Oh, they do have materia we don't have. But it's super expensive. MP plus. So we go and fight a little bit, get some money to buy some stuff. Oh man, I'm so busy, I need more help. Complain. Okay. Okay. She's hard at work, guys. When you don't get any help, right? Believe. Oh, this is like. That's right. You get an overview of the whole thing. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to go out again. But this looks pretty cool, right? Some pretty interesting plateaus they have. Like plateaus all over the place. Let me eat some more of my æbleskiver. I'm gonna go and fight a little bit. Oh, never mind. Since you're here, why don't you listen to Bugenhagen's story? He won't let me go out. We're trapped in here, guys. Alright mate, I'll switch you over to my PlayStation 4, so I'll be lurking for the most part. Gotta get some gaming done myself. Oh, what are you gonna play, Raditz? But thanks for lurking, man. Every view counts, you know? And it's always nice to have you guys in here. I like that you can see the weather hen. It almost never moves, but when you can still see that it's 3D animated, right? The same with the satellite dish. You can clearly see that it has less texture than the 2D animation, right? Because this was like the start of 3D animation, right? This was around the time when 3D animation was still pretty new. So everything that's 3D animated has less detail because it's more difficult to make great textures with the 3D. at that point. There are a lot of people out there who wonder who or what Bugenhagen is, because he basically looks like he's floating, right? He basically is floating. He doesn't have any legs, right? But there are many theories. Thinking of finishing some dailies for Fortnite. Back to STW? Not Star Wars? No, that's not Star Wars. STW? Or is that connected with Fortnite? And FO... Oh, Fallout 76. That one I know. Okay, let's see. Cloud, this is my grandfather, Bugen. He's incredible. He knows everything. Ho ho ho! I hear that you looked after Nanaki. Nanaki is still a child, you see. Please stop, grandfather. I'm 48. Ho ho ho! Nanaki's tribe has incredible longevity. So you see, his 48 years would only be equivalent to, say, that of a 15 or 16-year-old in human reckoning. 15 or 16? He's quiet and very deep. You thought he was an adult? Grandfather, I want to be an adult. I want to grow up to be able to protect you and the village. Saving the world, okay. So, original game mode, okay. Good luck with that, man. Go and build a lot of platforms and walls and other things that I say because I want to sound like I know a lot about Fortnite, which I do not. Build a lot of walls, shoot a lot of people, fly around. Okay, let's see. Ho ho ho! No, Nanaki, you can't stand on your own yet. To do that, you would destroy. To do that now would destroy you in the long run. Reaching up into the heavens, threatening to snatch the very stars from the great city of Midgar. You've seen it, haven't you? Well, that's a bad example. Looking up too much makes you lose perspective. When it's time for the planet to die, you'll understand that you know absolutely nothing. When the planet dies? Ho ho ho! It may be tomorrow or 100 years from now, but it's not long off. How do we know this? I hear the cries of the planet. Which is funny because it's never stated if he's an ancient, but if you can listen to the planet, that's something ancients do, right? What's that? The sounds of the stars in the heavens. While this goes on, planets are born and die. Those are pretty cool sound effects. What was that? Ho ho ho! That was a scream from the planet. Didn't you hear it? As if to say, I heard. I suffer. They have come here on a journey to save the planet. Why don't you show them your apparatus? Ho ho ho! Save the planet! Ho ho ho! But then again, I guess it wouldn't hurt to show him. Bugenhagen. Several odd-looking people are here. The whole place has gotten busy all of a sudden. He brought friends too. I'll go get him. Oh, sorry. So that was Natty. Was that Natty? I'll go get him. He brought friends too. I'll go get him. Oh, incoming sneeze. Whoa. Told you so. Cloud, please call one of them. Only 3 people can fit in grandfather's machine. Don't you worry, my machine won't run away. Go and invite your friends. Okay, so. Said call them. But he didn't mean literally, I guess. God, I hate studying. Bang. You can use red for some reason. I guess we'll just go with Tifa instead. Here, over here. The door's unlocked. Come on. Ho ho ho! It looks like you have them all together. And let's begin. I'll stand there. Stand is basically floating. Yeah. I would say that more people should be able to fit up here, right? You just saw how far Tifa just walked. But, wow. It's just like the real thing. Yes, pretty good. This is my laboratory. All the workings of space are entered into this 3D holographic system. Look, a shooting star. It would be pretty cool to have this. Now he's floating all the way up there. Oh, it's amazing. This is amazing. Ho ho ho! Yes, it is something, isn't it? Well, let's get to the subject. Eventually, all humans die. What happens to them after they die? The body decomposes and returns to the planet. That much everyone knows. What about their consciousness? Their hearts and their souls? The soul too returns to the planet. And not only those of humans, but everything on this planet. In fact, all living things in the universe are the same. The spirits that return to the planet merge with one another and roam the planet. They roam, converge, and divide, becoming a swell called the life stream. Life stream, in other words, a path of energy of the souls roaming the planet. Spirit energy is a word that you should never forget. A new life. Children are blessed with spirit energy and are brought into the world. Then the time comes when they die and once again return to the planet. Of course, there are exceptions, but it is the way of the world. I've digressed, but you'll understand better if you watch this. Spirit energy is the source for trees, buildings, or not buildings, living beings. And not only living things, it makes it possible to form planets. And if that spirit energy were to disappear, these are the basics of the study of planet life. If spirit energy disappears, our planet will die. Spirit energy is efficient because it exists within nature. When spirit energy is forcefully extracted and manufactured, it can't accomplish its true purpose. Talking about macro energy, right? Every day, macro reactors suck up spirit energy, diminishing it. Spirit energy is compressed in reactors and processed into macro energy. All living things are being used up and thrown away. In other words, macro energy will only destroy the planet. The story of the planets and those who lived with them. If you want to know more, then you must listen to the words of the elders. Nanaki? His father a coward? So that's it. Nanaki's been thinking that all this time. See, so Bugenhagen knows that Nanaki's father isn't a coward. Look at this nice place. Fortunately, you can't look through that, I think. can't leave yet, still. Leaving already? But it appears your friends still want to learn more about the planet. See? So they're sitting over here. What a boring place. Just like I thought. I want to go somewhere. Let's go find some materia. Oh, there we go. Cosmo Canyon. This is where Avalanche was born. I promised my guys someday, when we save the planet from the Shinra, that we'd all go to Cosmo Canyon and celebrate. Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. Now they're all gone. Died for the planet. Really? To save the planet? We all hate the Shinra. But is it right to go on? Will they ever forgive me? Right now, I really don't know. But I do know one thing. If there's anything I can do to save the planet, or the people living on it, then I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it's for justice or revenge or whatever. I don't care. Ugh! I'm gonna do it! Again, Avalanche born again. That's right, Barrett. That's right. Cloud, bonfires are funny, aren't they? They make you remember all sorts of things. You know, Cloud, 5 years ago, it's nothing. No, forget it. I'm afraid to ask. What is it? It feels like you're going far away. You really are. You, right? So you see, this is about the flashback again where she remembers things differently. So she's worried that he doesn't remember things as they were. You really are you, right? Let's talk with the others before we talk to Nanaki. I learned a lot. The elders taught me many things about the Cetra and the Promised Land. I'm alone. I'm all alone now. But we're here for you, right? We're here for you, right? Yes. I know, but I'm the only Cetra. Does that mean we can't help? Oh, this is the cat. I wonder how many years it's been. Gosh, it brings back memories. It's so difficult to make his voice. How many years it's been? See, what's he talking about, right? How many years it's been since he was here? Oh, no, right. We already talked to Luffy. Long ago, when I was still very small, we were all around this flame. No, never mind. What happened? It's about my parents. When I talk about my mother, I'm full of pride and joy. And that's fine. But when I think of my father, my heart is full of anger.
Ho ho ho, you really can't forgive your father.
Of course, he left Mother for dead. When the G-Tribe attacked, he ran off by himself, leaving Mother and the people of the canyon.
Come, Neneki, there's something you should see. The place may be dangerous. Cloud,
will you and the other person come with us? The other person. Because we can only go 3 people. Okay, so here we go. If you're looking for Buchenhagen, it's a steel door. Remember, there's a steel door on the way to Buchenhagen's room. What's that door? Yeah, therefore, anyhow, it's been closed forever. Yeah, I just wanted to see if I can leave. I'm not allowed to. There we go. Save. Just a second, guys. Go. Just needed to check a message real quick.
Ho ho ho.
Are we all set? Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
Shall we go? So he had a secret button in there that opens it up. Alright. Come on. Oh, come in, come in. Oh, okay. You lead the way, Grandpa. What? Are you crazy? It's dangerous in there. I told you that. You want an old man like me to go first? I'll be right behind you. There we go. So this is the sealed off place that was sealed for like many years ago, like at least 4 years ago. See, there's some materia up there. This is a strange looking rock. Break it open. Oh, there's a monster. Don't give them the opportunity to strike, guys. Megan, welcome. Welcome back. I see you. This is a very creepy looking skeleton. Pretty big skeleton. We're in Cosmo Canyon, Mickey. Okay, let's see. Oh, we haven't watched this before. Or this playthrough, I guess. Overkill. Oh, wait. She's frozen. That's why. Okay, overkill. There we go. So this is supposed to be like Odin or Ramu, but... Oh, not Odin. Sorry, not Odin. There's actually a summon that is Odin. Homie! I'll be back in a bit. Gotta shower and hit the store. Thank you, man. Much love as always to you too, man. I'll be by your stream later. Oh, thanks for the host, Megan. That's super nice of you. But just breaking everything open, even though we get fights. Haha. Death sentence. I think you can learn this ability, but they have to use it on Cloud because he's the one who has enemy skill equipped, the materia enemy skill. Basically, it's like a timer you have on you, and if that goes down, you die. The character goes unconscious. So many fights. Titan. You can? What is... Oh, sorry. Sorry to Megan, I don't know what that refers to. It's something I said before. Stupid snakes. Let's just keep going. Aha! Secret door.
Ho ho ho! Everyone's here.
Here's a ghost of the Gi tribe killed in a certain battle. A certain battle? The vengeful spirits of the Gi didn't disappear and couldn't return to the live stream. We still have far to go. Ho ho ho! So, you can see there's a passage up there. Let's see. Oh. I love Fukinak. Yeah, I do too. Can learn that sentence. Oh, that's. Oh yeah, sorry. Thanks for just clarifying that. I was pretty sure you could. You can learn that sentence. Yeah. I was like, they have to use it on Cloud, but I was not 100% sure, Megan, if you could. I was like 80%. Didn't remember it 100%. Then I was like, oh, they didn't use it on Cloud yet, so that's why. Got a new sword for Cloud as well. Level up. Okay, let's see. What we have. She doesn't have her new limit break. He does. Do we want to attack and drain the HP? Sure. Wait a minute. Doesn't everyone have... Have a restore spell. Ice, fire, revive, lightning. No. Okay. So we put all of those. Oh, there we go. There's one there. Let's just do this. Magic. Cure. Oh, I thought you could interact with that. I don't remember if this does anything. Breaking all those things open. I just think it's extra fights, but I mean we need the money as well to buy the new materia and weapons in town. So it's fine. Atticus! What's up, Atticus? Welcome. So many fights, so little time. Aha! Oh no, that's Atticus. Oh, why don't you use it on Cloud? Seriously? Not cool. I'm good, Atticus. It's been a long day. I got home at like... How? It was like 6. Made some dinner. I made this Danish dessert for myself, which I talked about earlier. It's called æbleskyr, which is like the most trolling name you could ever imagine, because æble means apple, and skewer means slices, and for one, there isn't any apple in them, and let me just show you a whole one here. And for the other one, they're not really slices. They are more like balls, but they're like dough balls that are very fluffy and airy. And I usually eat them with jam and sugar. And they're like a Christmas thing. Wait a minute, did I just get Wired Notice? Thanks so much, man. 1,000 bits. That's the most bits I've ever gotten before. Wow, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're really good. It's like Danish delicacy. I think they're called the thing with apple because the ancient ones had like apple puree in them. Thanks for the follow. My mother always told me don't talk with the food in your mouth, right? So there we go. Wired Notice, thanks for the follow. Welcome in the tavern. I hope you like the content. We're playing my favorite game of all time right now, Final Fantasy VII. It's been a while though since I played it, so I appreciate a few hints, but only if I ask for them. I am from Denmark. I am indeed from Denmark, sir. Oh man, I don't know what gender you are. Oh, wait, you also subbed? Oh my god, I just looked at the uppermost notification and I saw a follow. Thanks so much for the sub. Unfortunately, I don't have my my emotes yet. Wired. but they are about to be there. They're about to be there. I have a friend. Let me just shout out my friend who's making my emotes. Let's see. I have a command here. I think it's this. Bum, bum, bum. Every Danish streamer I meet is so polite and have such good manners. You guys, thanks a lot. I try my best to really make this a nice experience. And I also love Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 hype, right? Let's see. I might just have to look at my commands real quick. Oh, it was just slow. It was just slow, but the command. That's the friend, my friend, who's she's making my emotes, and I'm gonna have a raccoon, and like a hyping raccoon. My mascot is gonna be a raccoon because raccoons are my favorite animal of all time. What? Wow! Wired, thank you so much, man. You really didn't have to do that. I just want to really say that you really didn't have to do that. I really appreciate it, and everyone, welcome in as subs as well, because of Wired Notice. Incredible generosity. Wow. Looks like a metaphor. Oh. Let's see, so Old Man Seth has got us up. Old Man Seth is the streamer that inspired me to stream. He's a really nice guy as well, and I'm probably gonna rate him when I'm done streaming today. He plays like Darkest Dungeon and a lot of other games. I'm a little speechless right now. Sorry if and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to play up with this but it means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Let's see. So Atticus got us up and Thuranda's got us up. Let's see. Kessel Caden. I don't think I've seen Kessel Caden in chat, but must be lurking. Oh, an Ancient Dragon, another streamer who I really like. Who has a great voice. He has a great deep voice. He plays Yakuza currently on his stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. I would love to make this like at least a part-time thing beside my creative work with the animation studio and game design. Actually, Wired, if you like game design, there might be a gameplay test of my newest board game this Sunday. Might be this Sunday, or why am I'm just walking around in a circle because I'm trying to process all of these things. Let's hope they use death sentence on Cloud so that he learns it with his enemy skill. I mentioned you, Thurandis, because you just got us up. You didn't notice because you have me on your PS3 right now. You just were gifted a sub by Wired Notice, Thurandis. So yep. Thurandis is, I think she's playing Fortnite on right now while watching me on his PlayStation. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute, how do I feel like I'm missing something here. I feel like I shouldn't be going up here yet. To get those chests. As you can see, this cave leads to the back of Cosmo Canyon. Even though the Gi outnumbered us, they could not attack through here because the passage is too narrow. Let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna go back just to be safe that I haven't missed the way to get those items. It should be this way, right? But I have to walk slowly to not slide, and then I can go through here and get the item. I'll give to the bunch of subs, and you will want. Yeah. Etiquettes with those old man Zephyr's emotes. Nice. Let's use our enemy skill flamethrower. Haha. There we go. Added effect. Okay. Have to walk slowly over that, or otherwise we slide, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's been 7 years since I played this game, but it really is my favorite game of all time. It inspired me a lot. So Wild Notice, if you want to, please tell me and chat about yourself. If you don't want to and you just prefer lurking, I completely respect that as well. But I'm curious. You talked about Danes. Are you maybe? Oh, we learned. Yes, we learned that skill. Awesome. Are you watching a lot of Danish streamers? Oh, almost slide. Wait a minute. So we need to go through there. Oh, I'm totally messing this up. I just need to go up here, then down here. Oh, critical hit, nice. Got poisoned. Oh, and we also got paralyzed. We will have to heal after this combat. I think we'll manage to get through without Yuffie going unconscious though. There we go. Alright, so let's use some ether, get some MP back, and then just use cure. You have to get really high up with the HP for Cure 2 to make sense, because Cure 2 costs 24 MP to use, right? And this only costs 5. And when you don't have a lot of HP in the beginning of the game, you should always use just Cure instead of Cure 2 out of combat, that is. Well, in combat too, I guess. So, I guess it applies both ways. I can't believe I just completely brain farted here and didn't realize I just had to go up there, go around and up there. I was just so flustered. Okay, let's see. No! This controller sometimes. There. Anchor of the land. Let's topple them over, guys. Flip the table. There we go. Oh, that was quick. Oh, I'd used bio. I shouldn't have used bio. I think the snakes are immune to that. By the way, it's cream puff in English. Oh, you found out! That's a fault. You found out. Is it really though? Cream puff? But cream puff also means a lot of other things. I mean, you can use that word for other... Oh yeah, cream puff. Yeah, we were talking about a Danish flødebolle. What exact? I should buy one for next stream so I can show you exactly what a flødebolle is. So, I actually never asked you, did I, Metaphor? So, Metaphor, you're Danish, right? Since you've been wanting to call characters like flæskesteg and other funny Danish words. So I'm assuming, and you should never assume too much, guys, because if you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. That's how you spell assume. Oh, du færøsk. Okay. Do you live in Denmark? Because I know a couple of people from Færøerne. Metaphor, actually. I would used to go to high school with one. That guy wasn't super nice though. But I know one today who's really nice and talented. A musician here in the city I live in. He actually worked together with one of my best friends, who's a composer, who made the music for the animated movies. Sorry. I got æbleskive in my hals. Throat, I mean. He made the music. They together made the music for The Reward, which is you can check it out on YouTube. It's called Tales of Elethrion, YouTube channel, and I hope to work with that project again in the future. I actually made, for you, those of you who haven't seen, yes, I live in Copenhagen at the moment, and I'm moving back to Færøerne in next couple of days. Oh. Did you just come back? Why notice? Seeing all the love in chat. Cool, I'm a musician too. What's his name? He's called Johan Solo. I can link some stuff if you want to. If you want to see, let's see. He has a YouTube page, I think. I know. Actually, I'm subscribed to it, so I know he has one. Let me just see. This. Now I'm just sorry, guys. It's not 100% Final Fantasy. I just like interacting with you guys. This is him. Metaphor. This is my. Alright, I know who he is. Oh, you know who he is? Is that really? Do you know him personally? That would be a crazy coincidence if you know him. If you know him personally. I've worked together with him through a Sun Creature Studio. And actually, let me just show you something, guys. Yeah, food was just delivered. Ah, awesome. I hope you got some awesome food. White notice. Pizza, maybe? Chinese? I'm a big fan of ramen, but we don't have a lot of that in our area, unfortunately. Not personally, but I've seen him live several times. Oh, cool! Pizza! Yeah! Just a moment, I'm just gonna show you something, guys. Go. And I'm back. Didn't have to go far, it was literally right over there. But Johan Solo, as you see him here, he's worked together with one of my best friends, who also lives here near Odense in Denmark. And together they made, he's called Matthias Vinum, by the way, my really good friend. Johan is also a really good friend of mine. We actually go to board game cafes and stuff to just nerd out. And he also likes Final Fantasy VII, by the way. And Chrono Trigger and stuff like that. But together they made the music for Tales of Elethrion. I'm sorry guys, I'm just sending you to all kinds of stuff, but let me see. Let me just see here. Tales of Elethrion. And this is this animation studio I worked for, called Sun Creature Studio. But this project, Tales of Elethrion, has become like a separate project because Mikkel, the main director of, actually there were two directors, but Mikkel is going independent with his own studio, which he's actually just creating as we speak, pretty much. And that I hope that I can become a part of. We're going off to try and continue the Tales of Elethrion series. So he's kind of bought out the IP, the intellectual property of Tales of Elethrion, to be able to continue it, while the main studio, Sun Creature Studio, want to focus more on work for hire and stuff, because honestly there's more money in that. It's more secure when you have people you need to pay, you know, when you have employees, and you want to make sure that everything is, you know, working economically. I can see why you want to do work for hire, but Mikkel and I really want to do our own projects instead of just doing other people's projects. With that said though, Sun Creature has made a lot of cool projects for... I have some things I can't mention because they are done. They made me something for like Coca-Cola and Riot Games. We've made animated ads for Riot Games, you know, for League of Legends ads, stuff like that. But we want to continue this of our own series, so I'm just gonna send you a link here in chat. Bam. This is, if you can follow that YouTube page, and this is not even my personal YouTube page or anything. I do have one, by the way. It's just the same name as this channel. But if you want to follow this, it will probably start up soon again. Of course, Mikkel has to get the company going and everything, and he doesn't want to, you know, continue this series that's had a lot of following without being prepared, if you know what I mean. So, and yeah, he composed the music for, actually, I am allowed to show this animated. Do you guys want to see one of the short videos of Tales of Elethrion here on stream? I am allowed to show it, so let me know if you'd like to see that. I feel the same way about writing music. Strongly prefer creating my own music instead of producing for others and doing session. Yeah, I mean that's only natural, right? Show video. Okay. I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna show you. Which one am I gonna show? I'm gonna show you the very first one. I was not involved with this one. I was involved. Do we want to see the first thing they ever made? It was made at the animation workshop. That's the name of the school, the animation workshop, in a city called Viborg here in Denmark. It's one of the most well-known and critically acclaimed animation studios or schools here in Europe. So do you want to see the original one they made? Let me show you that. Maybe I'll show you the other one afterwards, the one that I was involved in. But this was like their. Let me just introduce it properly. This was Mikkel and Kenneth, Mikkel Mainz and Kenneth Ladekær. They were the directors on this. I'm gonna show you, and it was their examination project. It was like their last examination project for the school. You know, the last thing they do. And Matthias, my really good friend, he basically slowly gained connections over the years at the animation workshop, the school, so that he got like hired in to help on these last examination projects for different students to make music for their animation. And this is one of the projects he worked on, where he made the music for them. And in that way, he got connected with them. At the same time, I was finishing up an education multimedia design and like marketing, and I had always wanted to do more creative stuff. So when I found out that they were making a company after they got done with their examination, you know, they were done with the school, they actually wanted to start their own studio instead of going and working for another studio. I was like, totally, let me do something for those guys as my final examination project. So I made a website together with some friends in a group in my school. So we made like websites for them and stuff. And that way I kind of, you know, peeked in and was like, hey, look at me, I'm over here. Then they started doing a Kickstarter campaign to make more animation. That was the first thing they did as a studio, as their own studio. They made a Kickstarter for making like a follow-up of this one video that went like viral on the internet, the one they made in the school. And the Kickstarter was very successful, and a part of the tiers of that Kickstarter was a role-playing game that was built to be set in the world of Elethrion, which is the world the whole story takes place in. And I pitched an idea to them. I pitched a system. I had been working on a role-playing system at that time and was like, hey, I can make, I heard that you wanted to make a role-playing game, and I know you're busy with a lot of other stuff. Here's like the base mechanics I've been working on. Can I make this game for you? It won't be a D20 system, but it will be like a D6 success-based. I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but then I'll make it for you. And basically 2 years later, I finished and made this book for them. You can see it's a pretty thick book, but let me see if I can show you a little bit here. The journey is the true reward. Okay, so that's like I was saying in the studio. So I started working for them, and I don't know if I can show this right. I'm not showing this right. Like there are cool animations in here, or not animations, sorry, pictures of course. But I made this whole system basically with monsters and magic items and abilities and everything. That was my first foray into professional game design. Thick, nice. I can show. I have it on my computer as well if you want to see it. You like my little Tamil music there? Thanks so much, Wired. You gave Metaphor a sub as well. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks, fam. Oh, I mean, Wired. Again, you don't have to do any of this. Just so you know, I appreciate I appreciate your eyeballs, as I used to say. And just having your company. But I thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I made this whole role-playing system, and there are even on that channel I just sent you, there are tutorial videos on how to play the game and stuff. Unfortunately, the book is not for sale anymore. It was sent out to the Kickstarter backers, but we still have more books backed up. Like, so we might actually sell them again soon when he starts the company up, you know, because he's bought out the IP. Anyway, I'm talking a lot. Let me just really quick set this up so that I can show you. Let's see. I just have to window capture. Let's capture this. Done. And I'll just pop it up here. There we go. Okay, and I'll show you the first one they did. And I was not involved with this, so don't give me credit for it. But it's inspired by Dungeons and Dragons and Pokemon, of all things. And it's a really fun little... and there's no language barriers, by the way. It's not in Danish. It's actually... There's no language at all. But you'll see. You'll see. It's called The Reward. Alright. Let's see.